All right, what's up, YouTube? All right, I figured I'd take a minute real quick and just talk about the Evolve skateboard, because I've had a couple people ask, then they asked, and then a couple more people asked again. So I just want to let you guys know what's going on with it. The review has been put on hold. I've had the skateboard about 6 weeks now, and typically this is when I would start working on the review. I use it for 6 weeks and I can give a good review on it. Now, the problem is 3 weeks into it, one of the motors broke. The wire harness pushed into the motor. See, the harness goes into the motor and it's connected solid into the motor. So the wire harness pushed in a little bit, chewed up the harness. Motor's no good, had to order a new one. They told me it wasn't covered under warranty. I don't know. So I purchased a new one, $205 US. I placed the order, a couple of days went by, then I questioned about the order. And I was like, hey, this order shipped yet? And they're like, oh, with Christmas and all, we're so busy. You know, we just got our new GT boards in. Now remember that. That was 3 weeks ago. They just got their new GT boards in. But I tell you what, I'm going to take care of this right now. I'm going to ship the motor right now myself. No worries. Pretty quickly, I got a tracking number and all, and they shipped it overnight. I mean, awesome. One thing I can say is my contact with Evolve so far, it's been a couple times. I've called them, and then a couple times through email. Evolve USA, the nicest, the coolest people, the friendliness, down to earth. I mean, they're great. Through email, Josh, if anybody knows Josh over at Evolve, thanks, man. I just remember his name because I remember the service. All right, now, so anyway, I get the motor, I put it on, I'm using the board. That same week, 2 or 3 days later, I'm riding, okay, I come to a coast because I'm going to have a stop, so I'm just coasting, go to slow down, I'm looking, so I go to throttle, and I'm like, whoa, the controller, the lever's disconnected from the controller. Now there's like a little plastic piece on it, so it keeps it on, like on the controller, but it was just like everywhere. No good, doesn't work. So to get home, it's got a little metal bar that goes straight down into the controller. I took the little piece and I pushed the little metal bar down on the hole there and kind of peg-legged it home. Okay. Now, get it home, look at the controller. I take a microscope, not a microscope, magnifying glass. I take a magnifying glass, I look, and it looks like there's like it's not a complete hole that goes through, but yet like a ovaled out valley. I don't even know how to explain it. So I'm like, how did this go in here? Was this like glued? I really don't understand how it's attached. I can't tell. There's no hole there. It's solid, but there's like a spot. I'll see if I can't get a picture and show you guys in a future video. But anyway, so I'm looking, I'm like, all right, this needs to be replaced, I guess. So I email them, and they said, okay, warranty issues, here's the best thing to do. Just go purchase another one, and then click on the box that warranty issue or something like that. I don't know, I have to go back and read the email and see what they said. And then we'll take it from there. Okay, cool. Go over to the website, sold out. So right away I email them back. I'm like, oh, it says sold out. Oh yeah, unfortunately, you know, they're sold out right now, but we'll be getting more in soon. I'm like, you didn't tell me that in the first place? Maybe you didn't know. Okay. So I'm like, somebody's got to have this remote. Like, this is crazy. I got to wait for them to get more in. Like, I don't know how long that's going to take. He never gave me a time frame. Okay. So I'm searching and I see that they have all these different countries that they ship out of. So I go to the Australia one, it says headquarters. I go, let me see if they ship internationally. Sure enough, they do ship internationally. So I go on there, purchase the remote, 160 Australian dollars. It comes out to like 122 US dollars, maybe, something like that. I wait and wait. I never get an email that says it's shipped once again. So I email them. I email the department I'm supposed to email. No answer at all. You know, I wait a couple days. I email the other email that they have on their webpage pertaining to like everything else. And I said, listen, I tried emailing the other email. I got no answer. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, I get an email from Evolve the next day saying the money's been refunded. Then my PayPal, money's been refunded. So I replied to the email. They said, reply to this email if you have questions. I'm like, why was my money refunded? As per last purchase, we have an agreement with the USA distributor that we're not going to ship to the USA, even though their webpage allows it. So they're probably picking and choosing what they want to ship. I don't know why they would even, like, I have an e-commerce page. If I wasn't shipping overseas, or if I wasn't shipping the United States, I would make that a rule in my shipping, exclude the United States. So maybe they just haven't done that. Maybe they just came up with this agreement. But the thing is, the United States doesn't have, they says, well, ask them a time frame or whatever. Well, they said soon. That's my time frame. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know when they're coming in. I don't know how long it's going to take. One thing I do with my reviews is before I do any reviews, I always contact the company. And I let them know what I'm doing, and I ask them if they can help. Now, I'd say about 70% of the time, the company's automatically assuming I'm looking for something for free, and they're just not interested. And that's what happened with Evolve. But I went to further explain, like, I already have the board. I bought it, it's purchased, I already have it. The reason why I contact them in situations like this, I'm in mid-review. I had an issue, the controller broke. Now I gotta stop the review. Now this is part of my review. People are asking me, what's going on with the board? Like, you know, you got it, you said I got it, and then is the review gonna come out? There's people who wanna know. I mean, I get a lot more people. I don't have that many subscribers, but I get a lot more people than you might think that contact me. They contact me through email. I get a lot of emails. I'm going to tell you, it's at least 2 a day. To me, that's a lot. All right, it's at least 2 a day. So this is where I'm at. This is one of the reasons why I contacted Evolve. One thing I can say is, like Evolve's Facebook page, they don't vouch for their Facebook page. Evolve USA says they don't run the Evolve USA Facebook page. It could be somebody who works for them, blah, blah, blah. They didn't say who it was that manages it, whatever. So, like most companies, you can go to their social media and you can get support help. Evolve is not one of those companies. The Facebook page is just there for like customer pictures and all, I guess. There is no customer support. I believe you can purchase from their page. So, I don't know. I don't understand how that happened. I just know that they would not vouch for their Facebook page. Now, I'm not saying it's... I kind of understand how Evolve has their company set up right now. And they probably did this because they had to, and this was... Many... How do you help the dog? They had no other choice. I get it. But bottom line is you can't sacrifice your customers, right? Customer service. So I'm just stuck in the wind right now. I don't know what's going on. I can honestly say that. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you what's going on. I mean, this happens, right? Stuff like this happens. It's not out of the ordinary, to say the least. if you purchase something like this and you're using it, you can expect something's going to happen, something's going to break. You're probably going to have to spend some sort of money at some point in time. All right. So to me, it's not a big deal that it broke, not at all. I just like to know what's going on. You know, it seems like they're very, 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 very busy right now, and it's hard for them to take control of things. I find it. Now, remember I told you 3 weeks ago they had just gotten the GT boards in, but they don't have any remotes. So they don't necessarily have the parts, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, if your Evolve skateboard breaks, you might be without a board. Because they don't necessarily have what you need to get you riding again. And maybe this is the one thing they don't have. I don't know. They didn't tell me. I've had a bunch of contact here. I've gotten no answers. It seems as though the Australian Evolve is not the same business as the United States Evolve. It's their own separate distribution company. Somebody else owns it. They just sell to them. Because they wouldn't have this agreement if it wasn't like that. If it's Evolve's company, it's Evolve's company. There's no agreement. You order from where you want to order from. Right? Yeah. So, I get it. You guys had to use a distributor, you know. But they are representing your company. So it would have been nice if the customer service, and I'm assuming the Australian Evolves, it's its own entity too. It's kind of like a franchise, I guess we're gonna call this sort of like a franchise distributor. So I'm assuming the Australian is their own entity as well. Who's accountable for all this? I have no idea. But that's the chain right now. Am I unhappy? Yes, that I'm not riding the board. And I expressed that to them. I have another board I can use, but it's not the Evolve. So anyway, the Genesis skateboard came in. I'm going to use that if my kids let me. And I have my own opinion about it. My son asked me about it when I first took it out, and I told him, I can't tell you anything. I'm not going to tell you my opinion, and I'm not going to tell you anything about the board, because it's up to you to do the review on it. I don't want to sway what you have to say. So right now I'm holding back about anything about this board. All right, that's all I got to say. The board worked. I know the board worked. I didn't have, can't say I didn't have any problems with it. There is a slight problem. It's not that big, I don't think. So, but I don't know. I use it. I'm use it. We'll see. We'll see what he has to say. I don't want this whole Genesis thing to feel like it's biased, and people definitely think that I got a bad taste in my mouth and I'm whining and crying like a little baby. That's a consensus out there. Not everybody thinks that way. Not everybody. But I know I've had a few people look at it that way. So just to prove those people wrong, that's not my intent. We're going to change up the whole review. And I think it's only fair we review Genesis again. They didn't get a fair first shot. Obviously, the first two boards that I got aren't representative of their company. All right, that's as far as I can go right now. I wish I could talk a lot about this, but I just can't. So, guys, I'm going to get going right now. I got some videos to make. I figured I'd put this out there, let you guys know what's going on with the Evolve skateboard. And always, peace.
And I'll keep it hush.